Testing. Okay, sounds good. Mm. All right. Hello. Um, Today I'm streaming second part of Coppertone Summer Jam. If you're listening, you're probably watching VOD. I don't expect anyone to be here. I'm gonna delay a couple minutes just in case someone pops on here, because I'd rather play maps that people request um, if they're part of the Quake Jam or this map jam. Mm, yeah, I'm just gonna get to it. Never mind. Okay. Um, let me turn the. Okay, should be fine. I'm gonna check on my second computer. Okay, yeah, it sounds fine. Okay. All right. So today I'm just gonna play a couple of the maps. I've done three of them, three or four of them so far. There's a lot to get through. Um, because of the fact that I'm not teaching, I'm not really used to talking a whole lot. And when I streamed a few days ago, I got tired of talking, essentially. So, yeah, I'm going to keep this short. Um, okay, I'm going to start. I'm going to go in this order. Um, Artistical's that one. I already played that map. Very good. But I'm going to start over here. And this is Dimens. I don't know how to say that. I am not going to attempt to say it, but it's by Shades. Shades Master, possibly? Okay, so I've played this on hard difficulty. I'm playing on normal difficulty again. The reason because I'm not very good at multitasking. So streaming, um, talking while having to play a game is difficult for me. So, okay, yeah. And yeah, so this map starts off in this little room. Really bizarre texturing choices. Um, and coming from me, that's a very much a compliment. Okay, so we have this wall texture with vines, shows overgrowth, shows fertility. We have these interesting windows. Uh, it's kind of bizarre how they're sticking out, considering the fact that they're windows, and I think they would be flush with the walls. But it gives a weirdness to it, and I don't know what this texture is. It's kind of weird, and I really enjoy that. And then we have this archway here with these nice little columns on the side, kind of columns but attached to the wall. Don't know what that's called. So I think these are from episode 4. So this has a episode 4-ish vibe going on. Oh yeah, I forgot about that boy. Um, yeah, when I first played this map, um, I could not get past this the first for about 3-4 tries. Just this intro part alone. Okay. Yeah, nice lighting here, nice little hallway. So yeah, those two nasty boys cooked me first time I played many, many times. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. We'll just ignore her. Oh, shoot. Yeah, and this is why it took a few tries. It's really intense. Yeah, I really like how high pressure the combat is. Um, it's kind of scary. Okay, gonna save here and get the health later. If I survive. Yeah, I did not survive, so I'll just get it now. Okay. Yeah, pretty interesting encounter. Oh, jeez, I forgot about that too. Yeah, the encounters in this map are really intense. Um, you just cannot rest here. There is few moments of respite, and I appreciate all of them. Um, but yeah, this ooh, I never looked at that skybox. That's beautiful. Yeah, so it's really cool when you come up here. Um, you, you see this house, and um, home is comfort, nice. This looks like a cozy, I don't know, cottage maybe. Who knows? Um, but of course, it being Quake, there's enemies attacking you right away. So there's this obvious dissonance between what the scene looks like and what's happening. So we pull into here and end up having a nice little battle, and then if you skip the vor, then it comes right behind you and attacks you, which is a really cool touch. Um, and there's a nice little delay there too, which I like. And yeah, I really like this outdoor scene quite a bit. Again, it's really cozy, but my favorite part is the color, the sky color. I really enjoy the fact that the lighting is congruent with the skybox, this murky sky. I mean, you can't really do the green and purple at the same time, um, but I think it's pretty cool that the purple is dominant here. First of all, because you have the green down here, but also the fact that it's more mysterious, more like witchcraft than green is. Green is fertility and such, and purple is, yeah, kind of creepy, mysterious, depending on the context it's being used in. Um, really like these little carrots on the stick. Or that's not the correct term. Trying to think of a way to sort of um, get the player to advance forward into a trap. Because carrot on a stick is, oh jeez, yeah, carrot on a stick is basically no progress is being made by the. Oh, I never knew that. Yeah, no progress is being made by the. Um, what would you call it? The donkey. So I'm not sure. Yeah, I find these power ups quite use. Oh, this is copper. So the power up is useful, actually, which I think is pretty cool. A curse spawn. Oh, there's two spawns. Lucky. Oh, yeah, I got really lucky there. Okay. Yeah. Very, very. I don't know what this texture set's from. Um, it's yeah. I don't know. I think it's it's a combination of textures, but I'm not sure about like this and this and this. Um, really interesting and bizarre. Definitely goes into the theme of mysterious purple witchy. Yeah, so I think it's really cool when you have this purple sky and then when you're next to an object and you shoot, it lights up white. I mean, obviously that makes sense, but it's just really cool to see. No, I don't have a grenade launcher. Yeah, this is pretty dark. I definitely had to lower the gamma the first time I played it. I got really lucky with that Shambler, with the stun and such. I wonder. I'm not sure about the pain chance of the enemies here. I'm more familiar with Doom. I really love this texture. I believe that's from Hexen 2. Maybe this as well. I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm gonna save lightning gun. Oh, love this archway right here. No time to dilly dally. I have my super health. Oh yeah, I know what's happening here. Oh, jeez, forgot what I had to do. Oh, come on, Bucko. No. You may now leave. Um, yeah, I'm kind of sad I forgot. Uh, the I didn't see the Shambler come out of the teleporter. Kind of sad I missed that, but yeah, there's just too much action. Mm, Yeah, so one thing I really love about quad damages is that it makes you go on a rampage, and it's it's really cool to provide an outlet for that. Um, it was just nonstop action until the very end, and I always appreciate that. When there's quad damage runs where there's not a whole lot of monsters, that kind of sucks, honestly. I mean, it's Quake, so that doesn't happen too often. But yeah, this was a really good um, series of rooms to do that in, especially since you might not get all the way up here, but you could still um, attack those enemies from that angle. So, gonna no clip. Um, yeah, I really enjoyed the overall theme. Yeah, Hexen 2 ish. I'm pretty sure like not everything's from Hexen 2 because I just played that. Yeah. Sorry, mate. Um, so yeah, that was a really cool. Let me bind swim down to Q real quick. Okay, there we go. Ooh, that's pretty nifty. I really like the layout. Um, I like how there's green fog over here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This map. Yeah, the path in this is really quite fascinating. Um, I'm gonna look at it from higher up. Gosh, that's beautiful. Yeah, I really love how the paths connect. It really does feel like a large space. There was a nice use of overlap in the beginning. Really enjoyed that, and yeah, each wing had a separate little, um, not theme to it, feeling to it, and then it was connected by this purple in the middle, which was a really good touch. Um, but yeah, this was a beautiful map. Really loved it. Definitely a lot more difficult on hard difficulty. Um, wasn't so bad on um, normal, but yeah, excellent work, of course. Thanks again. Okay. So next is Once More with Feeling by RadiatorYang. Okay. All right. So dropping down this steep hole right now. Um, yeah, it tells us that we're literally dropped into a situation without context. When this happens, generally it sort of makes it more of a story like. Um, oops, let me go up. More of a story like beginning because of the fact that you're not just starting right at a slip gate. You're you're being dropped from somewhere and you're in the middle of that action, or you're in the middle of an action, and that's not typical. And so to me what that feels like is i'm I'm in the middle of a story where I don't know the beginning, and we might find out what happens at the end, um, or during our playthrough, as far as like what the story was, why are we being dropped down here, or we might not, who knows. Okay, so right away we're in this watery pit. We have this nice little um, not light leak, that's not the right word, but light peeking through this architecture. All right, so I'm going to save here. Um, so right away we see that this is a pretty different situation than um, most Quake maps, not only just because of that drop-in element, but right here we climb out of this um, water-filled place down here, and we end up in this bright, sunny place with white marble-ish walls or stone of some sort. That's pretty smooth. Not very textured. Ooh, use of autosave. Yeah, not textured heavily, so it implies some sort of newness to it or purity. Okay, and so we have these guards right here. Um, since they're guards, they're protecting this, it seems, and uh, why would they be protecting this? And that brings in more questions about what's going on. And then we continue with this vista. Is this called a vista when you're going from below? I don't know. Um, yeah, we have this really tall structure. It at first it makes me question: are we gonna go that high into the map? I don't know. Might be decoration, so we'll see. Of course, I know the answer to this, but um, yeah. So I died on this part many times, just just because I always try to make um, the whatever its name is, the fiend just jump off, like just try and lure him off the edge, and that's what happens. Um, so I'm not gonna do that again, but it's just so tempting and it's just so fun that I tried that unsuccessfully many times. And that happens unintentionally as well. And something I gotta remember. It's definitely a high risk reward thing where since I spent so many rounds on this boy in particular, I wouldn't want to bother trying to make him go off the edge. Um, I did it at first um, mostly for an ammo saving technique. Also, it's just kind of fun to watch these boys fly off the edge. Um, yeah, I don't know. Like something about that having like watching an enemy throw itself off a cliff inadvertently is pretty interesting. Um, it's it's cool that it's allowed that there's no invisible walls preventing them from going over. Feels more natural that way. Okay, so about this space right here, um, triangular, and I think that's really cool and underutilized. It's a pain in the butt to align things on the grid in that way, so that it's understandable why it's not used very often. Um, but it's really cool in the sense that it gives a sense of dynamism to it than using simple grids can't do normally. Just based on the shape itself, right? And then we have these holes that were basically what we were under from right here. And we get to see immediately, oh, this is where we're at. So it gives us a sense of place, which is really nice. Okay. And so now we see there's another triangular shaped room here. If it was Doom, I'd call it a sector. But yeah, this like sector-ish area. But then we see that it goes into this upward slope. So yeah, I guess we are going to go up there, right? Um, so naturally, because I'm a gamer, I'm going to look through this hole and be all stealthy. Okay. All right. So now we have a grenade launcher. Gonna go through this hole. Ooh. All right. I didn't. Okay. All right. So eliminate those baddies. Yeah, that was much more difficult on hard. I will say that for sure. Uh, I feel like a cheater being on easy, but again, it's due to my inability to game and play or game and commentate. Okay. Another detail I really enjoy is a shallow pool of water. Um, I don't know what architecture or architect this map is referring to. I'm not sure if there is one. It's been a long time since my intro to architecture class in grad school, but um, I don't. I guess this is neo brutalist, but also it feels modern, but also not. Yeah, I'm not good with architecture. I don't memorize things, movements, and such. Um, but I do know that the author of this map does study architecture and does level design, uh, teaches and streams about level design, which I am definitely influenced by. I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for Mr. Robert Yang. But it's really fascinating to see some more. I I hesitate to say realistic architecture because this is clearly um, not something you see every day. Maybe it is realistic architecture in that has some function that I'm not aware of. Um, so there's these holes, and this appears superfluous right now. They're not a secret right now. They might open up later. Who knows? I would think it does based on the fact that why don't I try? Oops. Nope, not quite. Um, but yeah, it's really cool to see this whatever style architecture in a Quake video game. It's something that I'm interested in. Kind of just taking more inspiration from real life spaces. Okay. Or rather inspired by real life spaces. I would have no interest in like. I mean, someday I may do a my house map. Um, oops, but that's not of my interest right now. I'm really more interested in surrealism, and this wouldn't be a bad surrealist drop or backdrop. Being a lot of those paintings do have like desert flatness, um, sometimes plain architecture embedded. I know this might be painful for people to hear, but my first impression of what this space is reminds me of the villa or via in Perfect Dark. Um, Sorry if that's offensive. That's one of my favorite games though, because it's so the the weaponry is so bizarre, but um, I really enjoy that environment because it's different than just a normal corridor shooter. We have more outdoor spaces illuminated by light um, on a bright sunny day. No. Okay. All right. That was unfortunate, but we're back here. Okay. All right. So yeah, it's really cool whenever we have an opportunity to see what comes before us. Okay. And this is what we're getting now. So right here, I assume that we're gonna get in. Okay, so that definitely justifies that. Okay, so let's hurry up and take advantage of this opportunity. Okay, that definitely wasn't bad on on normal difficulty. Okay, so now we have this. You need the gold key, but we're at the top. So how do we get the gold key? Um, and it has this nice yellow, sorry, golden glow. Um, all right, and so we have this track that leads us down here. But before that, I want to comment on this green. I don't think it's an Irish knot or Celtic knot. Um, I'm not knowledgeable about that, but we have this really beautiful copper metal texture with the oxidized patina, however you say that, um, at an angle, at a very at a 45-degree angle, which is pretty cool. Again, diagonal lines bring motion and movement because it's not as stable as horizontal lines, which refers to flatness, and then vertical lines, which refer to standing tall, structure, integrity, etc. So now we're going to descend this. I don't need these health packs. All right. So now I'm going to get this gold key. Um, guess I have to jump down here. So we come back down to this scene. And this map is called Once More with Feeling. Um, this is blasphemy, but I don't know what that's a reference to. This is probably even more blasphemy, but I know it's a greatest hits album named by Placebo. I'm pretty sure they didn't come up with that. Um, no, there's the title. So now this is obviously more difficult this time around. Luckily, we have um, a much better arsenal from the beginning. Okay, and now these guys open up. I did legitimately forget what was there. Okay, so here a Shambler boy, one of my husbands. I used up the quad already. Okay. Oh, too far. Yeah. Again, we're doing a second ascension, more difficult. I already used up the quad. I was gonna say unfortunately, but nope. I'm doing all right. Okay. And thanks for doing autosave. That's, I mean, I'm a save scummer anyway, so I don't. It doesn't matter, but I think that's nice. And it's really cool how the enemies are placed, or you have this ramp leading up to the top, so the enemies are always pretty much above you, which obviously is a, I don't want to even say metaphor. It's just a way of signaling, um, like you have to reach the top of the mountain to succeed, or whatever. Um, yeah. Okay, and then all right. So again, I'm gonna save just because, and then this is the end of the map. Um, all right, so let's. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Let's just open it real quick. So yeah, I want to take a look at the map, which is, I mean, it's funny because you could pretty much see the whole thing when you're at the top, anyways. Um, but yeah, this theme was pretty incredible to me on the first playthrough because even though the title kind of predicts it, you're going through the map a second time. It was very much a shock to, not a bad shock, but like, oh, I get it, sort of moment when I fell down and realized, oh, this is where I was starting from. I thought that was pretty, ooh, funky. I thought that was a pretty clever way of playing the level again. Um, and I'm not, yeah, again, I'm not sure what the reference of once more with feeling refers to necessarily. I feel that's some pop culture lexicon that I have missed, or it just might mean, hey, yeah, we should probably, how do I put this? Yeah, let's have sex again, but better this time. That's kind of what I think of right away, which I don't know what the intention is. But that again, that's just my instinct. Um, oh, I didn't put it together that this was the same column as that. Yeah, so there's that's really neat overlap right there. Okay. Yeah, really enjoyed the use of, it's colorful but muted at the same time, and I appreciate that. Especially, I really like this orange glow quite a bit, and yeah, this is sort of one of those. Reminds me of a roller coaster or a funicular, and it makes me feel like a little choo choo, which which I always appreciate. I'm always into choo choos, so yeah, fun map. Really dig that. Going into the light. Should have been 69 kills. That was my biggest critique of that. Maybe there is on hard. This is my map. Already did that. Pullboy Q, I did that one already in my last stream. Sandworn Fortress. Okay, we'll do this by Pinchy. All right. Actually, I'm going to take a quick break for a few seconds. All right. Yeah, I could tell my voice was getting a little raspy, so I just wanted a moment to um, drink some water and not talk. Okay. So first of all, we start off in this very interesting temple-like structure. I'm not sure what theme it is. Um, yeah, I can't place the influence of what culture this is from. It might be just completely made up. I don't know. Um, but I always really appreciate when there's non-quake interiors that are kind of like temple-y. And there's really nice touches with this underwater under glass with orbs beneath them. They're really really cool. Yeah. Another thing to note is the all the guards are facing the other way. Of course, this is probably a setup to just sort of introduce you into the map softly to be able to tell you this. Are you ready to go? Um, and it's up to you to determine when you can go forward, which is pretty cool. It gives you a moment to um, look around um, and sort of see what's going on. Yeah, and I really like this pedestal um, because it has water in it. It's just kind of a little shallow thing. Um, yeah, I don't know. And then, okay, so this doesn't make sense, which is something I don't care about, honestly, if it makes sense or not. But um, glass water shouldn't really support this, and it shouldn't support the ceiling. But it's Quake. It's a video game. Who cares? I mean, there's orbs, so maybe that strengthens the water. But um, yeah, I think it's really cool to just be able to do things that are impossible in real life. Okay, so another one of these situations where we could do, or we could choose the moment. Shh. Okay. Okay, it seems like we've upset a number of creatures. Oh, okay. Jeez. Okay, so yeah, don't want to waste too much ammo on the Hell Knights, as handsome as they are, and worthy of death by our hands. Hi, friends. Okay. Well, I guess I don't really have much of a choice but to use. Uh, let's see. No, I'm good. Go up here. I love the use of ramps so much in Quake. I just think it's awesome. It's just a lot of fun. Okay, so 5 shotgun ammo. Yeah, if I recall correctly, this is very conservative on giving ammo, which isn't a bad thing. Just to make sure that's clear. Um, it just makes one have to be careful with um, how they think about their resources. Okay, so right now I'm I'm gonna go this way, but I need to make a decision. It's like okay, so if so, I the reason I went back this way is to look for more ammo. Um, if because with someone who has like been playing games for a long time, you're stuck with this choice of which way to go. and so now that I know that this is probably a long path, I'm like, okay, I just better stick to this because of the fact that if this was just a dead end with some ammo, I wanted to make sure uh, that would have been great. And I wanted to make sure this wasn't that or see if it was. But since it's not, it's like, okay, I saw what's here. I know what to expect. Whereas with here, I have less of an idea of what I'm going to do. Um, so, so this map is really strong in making you choose where to go. Okay, so I can see a Vor, um, and a Death Knight over there. So I'm gonna try this. Okay, I don't know if the Vor can see me. Okay, I guess yes. Alright, so all hell is set loose. If that's even the right expression. Ay, que la fregada. That was pretty bad. Alright, so we'll try to get rid of the Vor. Oh, shoot. Oh, that wasn't that much damage. Que la fregada. Again, shout out to um, the person that added the sound effects to the axe to make it more chunky. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, I love the underwater orbs because why not? Also, one of my I have a fursona that's an orb that's just an inanimate orb, or an orb that can transform into anything inanimate. Um, just in case y'all wanted to know about my furry life. All right. So let's eliminate this boy. Wow. Okay. I recently saw a post about someone with a nice butt. Oh, the ranger. I do wish the knights had better butts though, because they're kind of sexy to begin with, but they could use a better butt. I mean, really, who wouldn't benefit from a better butt, right? Oh, come on. All right, there we go. Yeah, I'm kind of conflicted on using like Vors in general. They're just kind of frustrating in a sense. Because it's I don't know, because it's either like you can just hide behind and poke around in instances like this. It's more of a test of patience for me, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. Um, okay, so that's cool. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm kind of torn on Vors in general. Sometimes I feel like they're used extremely well, um, when combined with other. I think the issue is when Um, you have to run around the place, and there's a lot of enemies. I think that's when wars are best. When it comes to situations like this, I don't necessarily think they're great. But that's just my opinion. So I always love water elevators like this. It's my favorite thing. Oh, hey Marky. Um, so yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just definitely conflicted about Vors, but I wouldn't say get rid of them. I'm just saying I'm not sure how. Yeah, I think they're just weird. I don't know. Um, sorry, I just kind of started this map, Marky. Which is kind of unfortunate. Otherwise, I'd just be playing um yours. I don't want to just cut a map mid streaming because that's kind of rude. All right. Um, yeah, so this is definitely like Hexen 2 vibes. Um, again, I recently just played Hexen 2, but I honestly don't remember if these are actual Hexen 2 textures. Um, yeah, but they're awesome. Okay, so yeah, this part of the map is quite Byzantine, which is my favorite synonym for maze-like confusing. Um, it's definitely one of those 25-cent words, but one of my favorite songs uses that. Um, what is it? Sweet Talk by the New Pornographers. Okay, Marky, no problem. Yeah, I had a discussion with online on Twitter about this artist, or I forgot who it was, but they made an artwork that was a palimpsest, which basically means something that's been written over more than once. And like someone else commented like, "Oh, it's a palimpsest," and then the original artist said something. Yeah, but I don't want to be that person that uses that big word um, online. I don't want to be that person. And I'm like, yeah, but also it's just kind of fun to say. Also, like if you brandish a word like that and a true use of the word pretentious, where you're trying to appear smart and shit, um, I don't like that at all. But if it's just like a word that you just really like saying because it's fun, that's what I'm into quite a bit. Also, I really enjoy learning new words, and I feel that's pretty like I like learning new words. I know maybe not everyone does, um, but if someone learns the word palimpsest or Byzantine, like that's cool. I like that. I like dishing out random stuff that has very little practical use, most likely. Um, but yeah, I also think it's important to cite the fact that I'm not saying it because like I want to feel smart. I'm saying it because like it's in one of my favorite songs and it reminds me of that song, and that's really cool. Essentially. Okay, so just forgot which key I got. Um, silver. I think I don't know if I have the silver and the gold. I don't know how to check. Guess we'll just check like this. I know I have silver. Okay, I need the gold rune key. Yeah, this is why I'm glad there's not many um, puzzle maps in or memory test maps in Quake, because that would suck for me. I will say I haven't finished the Smedge map, the Finnish map jam, because of it. Like, one of the puzzles is just too much for me to handle. Um, and I want to go back. I just haven't, for no good reason. Okay, I'm trying to figure out where I need to go. Um, hmm. Did I miss like a switch or something that permits access? The way out. Okay, no. I was definitely fine the first time I played this, even though I did say it was Byzantine. Oh, I missed that switch. Okay. Okay. And there's the gold key. Got it. Got it. Okay, I was just missing that tiny baby switch. Um, rock, rockets. Nope, I got the ammo there. Um, I was gonna say, I wonder if there's anything that could be done to illuminate it better. It's illuminated quite well. Um, I would say maybe knock these uh, areas down a smidge, just to sort of bring some more contrast to right here, or maybe have a light pointing towards there as well, because yeah, that can be kind of hard to see, especially since um, these are recessed out from the wall quite a bit. That hides that button. So when you're walking this way, it's easy to walk past, especially if you're battling those beasties. Okay. Gosh, I love climbing up water so much. You'll see plenty of those in my maps. And there we go. That was excellent. So let's zoom out or fly out. Yeah, nice little, not quite donut, but circular structure with something going down the middle. It's very neat and very symmetrical, um, which is usually kind of boring. But since these two wings are completely different, it's not boring at all whatsoever. Uh, I think it's really cool to put a sense of, or to use a structural congruency, but having the actual details, or the yeah, having the details or the spec, or yeah, that being different. I think that's really cool to make it not boring. Um, Really cool use of architecture here of uh, like thin shapes like this. It's not necessarily thin, but compared to what you would expect like a floor or ceiling to be, I think it's really cool. Um, and like right here, that's pretty thin as well. Yeah, I guess good use of contrast, especially between straight lines and curves and such. Um, it's very boxy, but it never feels boring or anything like that. Um, so yeah, really, really great work, of course. Um, oh yeah, I forget copper. You missed triggers. Okay. So Marky, I'm gonna get a real quick drink of water, take a real quick break, for about a minute before I start on your map. Let me find it first. All right. All right, I'll be back in a minute. All right. I'm back. Hopefully my voice doesn't go out. Okay. Um, all right. So starting off in a little tiny box, very claustrophobic. Um, one thing I really like about starting off in little areas like this is because there's so much possibility of what can happen, right? So just like with Radiator Yang's map, you start off in a specific spot where there's already story being told without really seeing much. And to start off here in this box, um, you obviously kind of feel like captive, but at the same time, it's not like a standard jail where you're enclosed in a box, which maybe that means we're a gift. So we'll press this button. Um, oh, okay. So I guess we were in an elevator. Um, since we were able to press that box to access um, outside. Oh, geez. Okay. We're all right. I guess I'll deal with this first. I'll deal with trying not to perish. Okay, so that was okay. So that is a huge shift. Um, hold on. Yeah, let me deal with this. Oopsie daisies. Okay, yeah. So that was a huge tonal shift. Um, it's not very pronounced necessarily. Um, ooh, I never noticed that. It's not very pronounced, but the fact that we had the agency to open this, not only that, but the creatures weren't aware of us coming in. Like we're kind of sneaking in. That completely changes it from we're a helpless cap cap not captor captive um, to becoming okay. We're actually infiltrating this place where um, these creatures reside, and now we're murdering them. How nice of us. Um, yeah, really great architectural style. Um, I mean, yeah, I'd want to talk about that more later, though. Um, Yeah, I don't know if you have custom music, Marky, but I haven't had any music. I've been doing things in the wrong directory or whatever. But oh well. Blammo. Okay. Um, yeah, this is very superfluous support structures, and for that I appreciate it because um, not only is it structurally superfluous, but also like it's just more detail than it's necessary, and I love that. Extra effort, extra points. I that does not go unnoticed. Okay. All right. I guess yeah. I'll talk a little bit about the architecture here. So, it's funny. Um, as soon as I see tiles out of place like this, I immediately think of Arcane Dimensions because that was the first time I saw that sort of minute detail. Because I played Quake um, one right. I played Quake one in I finished it November 2018 or December 2018 really, and then the Xmas um, Jam Pack for 2018 came out, and that was my first taste of Arcane Dimensions. And there was a lot since those were 1024 cube maps, which made it really small. Um, there's more detail packed in, and so there's a lot of detail within the maps. And so whenever I see these super high detailed areas, like these tiles being um, shifted out of place like this, I think of Arcane Dimensions. Same with this kind of trim. Like this is a lot of trim to put on. That's a lot of effort. Um, and yeah, so I always think of Arcane Dimensions. So and Arcane Dimensions has the most incredible architecture in any game. I mean, it's Quake, but you know what I mean. Ooh. Ah. Oh. Um. I almost perished. Okay. I'm gonna um get some health. 69. Yeah, that was a pretty tough battle, obviously, considering the fact that I almost perished. Um, yeah, great architecture work. Really nice um, edifice here. Very ominous, very castle like. I guess we're at a castle. Grim Gallows. Um, it's really cool. I really appreciate maps where we're in a courtyard and we're surrounded by architecture like this. Um, it's really there's a lot of anachronisms going on here because we have like these buzzing fluorescent lights, um, sketchy light up there, but we have this like medievalish architecture, so it doesn't necessarily make sense. But this is Quake. We're doing extra dimensional activity, and I like that, and I like the fact that we can do that, and it's fine. Um, if things just made sense all the time, that would be pretty boring. And that's one of the reasons I love Quake is because it's just so bizarre and surreal. I think that's important. Okay, so this is another area that looks scary. I'm gonna grab the ammunition first. Make sure I'm all stocked up. And this is obviously... Oh, okay. Oh, no. I became bored with life. Which isn't true. I think life is amazing. I could never get bored of life. But I just ate my own grenade. Oh my goodness. Um, yet again. Shh. Any more suckers I can do away with? Nope. Dang. Well, that was pretty fun. Um, I love power fantasies like that. Of course, as I died twice in that instance, um, it's never foolproof, right? Which I think is pretty cool. Oh, okay. I didn't know not the plant, the orb, the spike ball. I thought was still following me. Okay. Um. All right. So we just got the silver rune key. All right. So these are locked. So I'm gonna have to go back out up here again. Hi, Jesus. Okay. Yeah, silver door. Why not just blow them up, right? Yeah, again, this is a lot very reminiscent of Arcane Dimensions to me, just because the ridiculous amount of detail. And being an art teacher, I appreciate that. Prove your worth to wield this weapon. Okay. Yeah, I really love the cozy feeling of, even though this is a very hostile place, I love how cozy, like, light, um, like torchlight always makes me feel cozy, probably from, you know, from evolution, survival, like attracted towards light, fire, etc., to survive the cold. Um, Kind of vestigial, but not really because we do use um, orange lamps. About 30, yeah, about 3,500 Kelvin, if I remember correctly, in light temperature. That is. Puppies. Okay, just gonna blow these boys to smithereens. That's always so sad to me. I don't like killing puppies. But it must be done. I recognize that. That's how they try to get you. Okay, just checking for ammunition. Oh boy. Yeah, nice little blood flows here. It's, you know, just being someone who's very observant and an overthinker, it's funny to think about. Uh, I don't know if funny is the right word, because it's kind of macabre. But thinking about like where's all this blood coming from and how many um, creatures died or their blood was shed to create this much of blood everywhere, and it's constant and it keeps on going. Um, that's kind of creepy to think about if you decide to think about it. But and that's just the type of person I am. Okay, so obviously here's a trap. All right, not safe to be there. Oh boy. Whoopsie daisies. I didn't try a bailout. All right. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll get the that color is not orange, it is gold. Beautiful. That was less beautiful. Um so we have the um not the quad damage. Um I thought there's another boy. The god status. Whatever it's called. Um Yeah, so when I played this the first time, I did that section over and over because it was just satisfying. Yeah, this whole map is kind of a power trip, which I love dearly. Okay, so let's save right here. I'm gonna take a quick drink of water. Okay. Um, Now we have a rune. Gonna collect these first, just in case. Um, I mean, I know what's gonna happen, but this is what I did my first playthrough. Yeah, it's really cool to have this this fence texture and the blood combined because it's just, oh, look at all this blood. It's um, just check it out, won't you? You got the rune of elder magic. You have proven yourself. Claim what is yours. Okay, so this is my favorite part of the map by far. Um, let's yeah, screw it. Let's start with this. Now I'm gonna start with this. switch to this. Okay. Let's get the red armor real quick. Alright, gonna collect some health. Alright. Okay. I'm missing just a few bad boys. Oh well. But yeah, that was loads of fun. Um, just having a string of quad damages. Ultimate male power fantasy. Um, I feel extremely masculine right now. I'm a big, strong baby. Oh, I hear a bad boy I have not defeated. Um, but yeah, that's the map. Gonna do a little look see somewhere. Oh, secret I did not earn. Um, oh yeah, look at this gorgeous piece of work. There's so much Okay, my biggest complaint with this map is that most people are not gonna no clip up here and look at all this at once, and that is a damn shame. Um, Look how beautiful this is! Holy crap! Um, it's one thing seeing one area from down here, um, but seeing this all from up here is just pretty incredible. Um, yeah, just a overall gorgeous map, very moody. Again, amalgamation of a couple different styles that don't naturally go together, but the way that you handled this, Marky, was bang on. It was incredible. Um, little pools of blood everywhere. That's a consistent motif throughout this thing. It's kind of funny how we end in a library um, where we can't explode the books. Um, Grim Gals, yeah, like I'm not exactly sure, like if there's any lore. I'm not good at reading into things, but I, I always thought I just thought like, what a weird way to end in a library. Like, why not, right? Maybe it represents all the knowledge we got from brutally murdering demons, right? And nice little yeah. There's like some Quake um, logos thrown throughout. And what I like about the Quake logo is that it's like nice and subtle. It's not like an obnoxious like if you put a Doom logo um, in Doom maps that would look kind of awful. But Quake maps with just the Q, very tasteful. I like it quite a bit. But yeah, really cool map. Um, Extremely fun gameplay. Really gorgeous architecture. Um, Nice mood, nice setting. Um, yeah, a bunch of people praise this already, so no surprise there. So yeah, excellent job, Marky. Um, Here we go. And nice um, transition or whatever screen this is called. Um, I think this is something that would be more fun to explore. I'm definitely guilty of forgetting about doing this all the time, but yeah, it's something I hope to explore a lot more often. So yeah, I think I'm gonna play one more short map. Um, Pinchy. I don't know what a short map is. You know what? Yeah, since I just did Marky, I'll just do this last one. Okay. Again, I'm gonna take about a minute to relax my voice. Okay. I'm back, so I will be playing um, Utopia by Newhouse. Okay. First impression is we have a rocket launcher right away, and to me that always signals um, this is going to be a wild ride, and I'm a sucker for throw shadows like this. I mean, it's easy. You just make this texture, or you make this brush with this texture. I guess it would have to be built out in order to make a. I don't know. I'm not sure about how Fed's texture works with lighting. Maybe I don't know. I'm not going to make an assumption, but yeah, it's really cool to just see like this cool shape here. Okay, so obviously we have Law of Danger. All right, so now we have this situation where these fine spiders are teleporting everywhere. Um, I'm just trying to avoid them. So the problem with the second playthrough is no. I would say like halfway through the first playthrough of this, I kind of like, oh yeah, I think I kind of get it. Like they're gonna appear, like walk towards. They're gonna appear like teleport towards the cage I'm closest to, more or less. Like they're gonna walk towards me, because like I know how Quake works generally, and I think that's how it works. Um, I yeah, I should probably just not talk during this. Okay, maybe I don't. Jeez. This is like a really fun idea. Ay, que la fregada. Oh my gosh, I have to do this all over again. Um, Whoopsie daisies. Oh boy. No! Damn. Nice use of void. That's so satisfying. Mm, nice. I really like these maps where like you're just kind of panicking and there's no time for anything. Wow, I didn't know Vorpals were still following me. Okay. Um yeah, that's a bit of a wild ride. Love it. Um and now we have this like yeah, there's probably yeah, again, it's probably just because of the fact that I don't have music on, but I like the stillness um after this. Like not only just in the the lack of music because my file directory skills are terrible. Um, but just how there's just nothing here. It's a nice um, retreat, and that pause before the movement is usually kind of ominous to me. Now I have more of this like nice throw shadows going on. Definitely don't have time to um, shotgun these bad boys. Now I do. Okay. Yeah, pretty rough encounter there. Okay, gonna save. Don't want to do that over again. It's fun and I would enjoy doing it over again, but I don't think that adds to the stream. So, yeah, this is beautiful. This scene right here, I love the purple glow, mysterious, witchcrafty, contrasted with these nice bluish white lights. Um, I don't know if they're white or have a blue tint to them, but because um, this purple, even though purple is technically a cool color, it does verge on a little bit of warmness. And so, because it has a pinkish tone to it, so I guess it's magenta, violet, purplish. And so that pushes this tone to be look a little bit more blue, whether it's blue or not, I don't know. Um, and I really enjoy this motif of um, these structures, flying buttresses. Maybe they're called that. I don't know. Not an architecture person, but really enjoyable to have that repeated throughout. This is my assumption on where we go. Really like how that happened. Okay, so I'm gonna. There's a drop, a death drop, so it's a good thing I saved. Um, yeah, if you're not careful, then that happens. That happened a couple times. I mean, this stream it just happened a couple times, but I don't know how I feel about that. Honestly, I feel like it's kind of cheap. Um, yeah, honestly, it feels a little bit unnecessary. Shh. Yeah, I don't really like that because yeah, it's kind of platforming challenge, but I'm not really like I love platforming challenges, but I don't know, something about this felt unsatisfying. Like it doesn't mm, I feel it's like just too prescriptive. Like you just have to go at like pretty much a certain speed and certain angle, and I'm not really convinced this is a great way to do it. I'd rather have to like climb down the structure, or like maybe there be a singular pillar here. This just sticking out a little bit just feels yeah a little bit cheap to me. I don't know. Okay. Um, so because this is where I was led to, and this structure is has a regular pattern, except for this breaking the pattern. That breaking the pattern is like kind of like lifting up the ropes of a wrestling ring, like enter through here. So that's what I'm gonna do. And yep, that's the way. Um, and I really like that choice because it's like very clearly signposting that. I don't know if it necessarily fits in with the rest of the map, but I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. Teleporter or open area? Of course, open area. Because I'm basic. Hello? Yeah, love the. Again, I love these throw shadows, um, especially how they're spread differently based on the angle um, at which they're. Um, that okay, this is definitely the last map because words aren't coming to me. I like the angle. It looks cool. I'm just gonna leave it at that because I'm not wording very well. Shoo. Not my greatest moment in Quake history. I will say that. Um, yeah, really nice glow here. Just gonna rocket that bad boy. Okay, that's kind of cheap, but I died, so whatever. Oh, I don't have a. Yeah, I like the lighting here. Um, right here, it doesn't make sense how there's a light strip that doesn't illuminate here, but I guess it's more localized. Um, yeah, I'm not sure why there's not a strip of light here, but again, it's Quake. You could do whatever you want. Cool. That was very successful. Yeah, that encounter was fine. Um, yeah. I think that's a good use of war. I was saying earlier how I'm kind of conflicted about the use of wars, except in certain cases. I liked it in this case because it's not a shambler where you can't hide from it. You can circle around, and this space is open enough to where if you kill it and try to leave by coming out here, um, it lowers the chance of success. So yeah, that's what happened the first time. I think that's a great use of the vor. So this is obviously very scary because um, there's bound to be a battle. So I'm gonna just save here. Gonna get the gold key. Yikes. Okay. Might take a couple tries. I am far from being the best Quake player on this planet. I am 100% aware of that. Guess I'll start off with this bad boy. Guess I could just... Okay. So from this point, I don't have to worry about the shamblers, which is nice. Oh, more shamblers come in. I'm too afraid to get close enough to force. Ay, que la fregada. Okay. I'll try that again. Yeah, this is a really difficult fight. I admit the first time I pretty much just ran into the portal. Yeah, but I'm trying not to do that. All right. One more time, then I'll be cheap. I honestly don't know how this is possible. Let's go into the portal now. And then see what happens. Nope, still gonna die. Yeah, I'm just gonna be cheap. And this is on normal too. Hopefully some shamblers are being taken care of by the Vors. Um, Screw, I'm just gonna save. Okay. That doesn't lead anywhere. Oh my goodness. Should have left them alone to play. Yeah, this is unsuccessful. I think that might be a total hindrance. Okay. Yeah, this is pretty difficult. Ah! I don't know what to do. I just screwed myself. And again. Oh, dang, Daniel. Dang, that was loud as heck. So was that. Let's see if this makes a difference. No. Okay. Okay. All right. Since this is more about um, map design than actually playing it, um, I just want to finish this. I have 9 health. Damn, Daniel. Man. Not doing a great job at living. Alright. I'm just going to God mode this because, again, I'm kind of getting tired as it is. Yeah, this map is also very, very hard. I'm just going to eliminate these people, so I'm not tempted to go back. Okay. Silver key. Yay. Okay, then we're coming back to this room. Nice touch. I always like that. Okay, ungod mode. Terrible use of spawns. By terrible, I mean that's pretty mean. But very good. So I think this is the end. Yep. So yeah, do a little fly around. Beautifully constructed level. Love the architecture so much. Really digging the bluish white purple theme quite a bit. Very slick. I love. Um, uh, can't think of the word. But color scheme where the two colors are next to each other on the color wheel. Really enjoy that. The blue and purple. Um, Gorgeous work. Yeah, lots of different angles being used, which I really appreciate quite a bit. Um, this is an intense map all the way through. Sometimes that's necessary, especially this room. It's like its own little mini game in itself. Yeah, really solid work. Couple nitpicks here and there, um, but that's life. Um, yeah, thanks for this awesome map. Really appreciate, loved it a lot. Couldn't find any secrets though. All right, so that's about it for the stream. Um, Thanks for watching. Thanks for making maps. Thanks for being part of the community. Love y'all. Bye bye.